Hey everybody, welcome to Local Business Hacks Podcast. I'm your host, Carl Case, and I'm on a mission to help you. Every week, we're going to be talking to local business owners and experts to get their best tips, tricks, and hacks to grow your business. This show is designed to teach you, inspire you, and motivate you to take massive action and start to build your future-proof business. Whether you're just starting off or you're taking your existing business to the next level, this episode is for you. So let's get started. Hey, local business hackers. I'm your host, Carl Case, head of global business development for Referrizer, joined today by one of the founding members of NVISIONU, Alicia Aming. Alicia, we've been friends now for a couple of months. I'm so excited to have you on the podcast to talk about, everything that you're doing. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Carl. I really appreciate this opportunity to come here and talk to everybody. And it's so nice to see your face again. I know we've developed a really cute friendship. So looking forward to it.
Well, I know about what you do, but I think it's incredibly interesting for the rest of the world to fully understand what NVISIONU is. But before we get to that, talk to me a little bit about you and your journey to get to this point in this space.
Yes, it's been a really interesting ride for me. Just really as a kid, I've always loved being an entrepreneur. I always loved being independent, taking control of my own. And so from a young age, I was playing sports at a professional level, get my badminton racket in front of me and I'm ready to go. And I've just been really all about being self-sufficient. And so throughout my life, I've really looked for opportunities where I can just lead and be in that position where I can make an impact on people just from my own abilities in entrepreneurship, my own abilities in relationships and building like really strong bonds with people. And so that kind of led me into my sales career, and I've been in sales for like a really long time, almost 3 decades now. During that process, I've always looked for opportunities to become a mentor, a coach, to be in those leadership positions. And it really led me to starting my own business when I was very, very young. Even at the age of 7, I was saving up my lunch money, putting it under my mattress, and then making the big stack, right? So I migrated from a small little island that I was born in, Trinidad and Tobago, and I migrated with my family way back in the 80s and met my husband while I was going to university. So it's been an interesting journey for me. When I met him, we came upon a training company. And this training company, it was like MLM style. And we didn't have a lot of financial success in the company. But what we did was we learned in the training system, there were so many books about leadership and how to become your best self and all these different books. And one of the authors that I really still enjoy to this day, John C. Maxwell, my favorite author of all times. And one of the books that really impacted me was Developing the Leader Within You. And so you could see why I would be attracted to a book like that. And I think I've pretty much read it about 12 times already. But anyways, I mentioned John C. Maxwell because when I got first introduced to NVISIONU back in October, my husband and I realized, hey, this is something that we can do. It's really focused on health and wealth. And then one of the really nice things that we loved was the mentorship, right? Not just the supplemental products and all the great things, the education and all of that we enjoy, but really what I was attracted to was the fact that we get people like John C. Maxwell, who is constantly delivering and teaching us about how to become really the best that we can be and impact people. And that's one of the things that I've always wanted to do ever since I was young. So that's sort of been my journey up until this point of being a founding member of NVISIONU. So I just really excited. We've just recently launched in the last couple of months, soft launched in October, but hard launch in January. So it's only been a couple of months and it's going really, really well.
Well, congratulations on all of your trials and tribulations to get to this point in your career. I personally love the concept of what NVISIONU does for the sake of I can't take pills. Taking pills is like the toughest thing. My mother growing up had me practicing on mini M&Ms just to learn how to do it. And so without me rambling on about the benefits and everything that you do, let's tell the world about what NVISIONU is and how you guys are really forward thinking in this forever growing hyper wellness space.
Absolutely. And NVISIONU, it's really focused on two pillars, right? Health and wellness and education, right? And the wellness aspect to it, we have supplement products, and these are in the form of what we call spray technology, and they're sublingual. So you just shake the spray, put it under your tongue, you spray 8 sprays, and then you hold for about 5 seconds. Let it sit there for a bit, right? And then digest that, swallow that. After 30 seconds, you're going to feel the impact. Now we have 7 different sprays. We launched with 3, and the 3 that we launched with are, one is called Empowered. It's got B12 in it, and it gives you an energy boost. So for people who enjoy coffee in the morning, right, you could replace that with the Empowered spray, and it gives you about 3 to 4 hours of extra energy, right? It works so fast. Or people that enjoy going to the gym, if you want to really have a high performance workout, you take those 8 sprays under your tongue and off you go, and you're going to have a super amped workout. And then I have a lot of friends who are taking it because they go to work after they eat their lunch, they feel kind of lethargic. You know, that itis, right? That island itis that people have after they eat. You just take 8 shots of your Empowered spray, and it's just going to give you that energy boost, right? So that's the Empowered. That's the one with the B12. The next one that we launched with was Crave. And just like the name is, it curbs those cravings, those food cravings that you have. So for people who really enjoy snacking, okay, I don't know if you're still taking those M&Ms, Carl, that your mom was giving you back then, but the Crave really helps you to cut out those cravings, and it's really for weight management. We have another one. If you combine it, it's called BeFit. So the Crave and the BeFit combined will help you to optimize. There you go. That's the Crave, right? That's the Crave. And it'll help you to optimize your weight loss, right? Because the BeFit is actually a fat burn, it'll help you burn the fat off, right? So that's a pretty cool one. Everyone's going crazy over that one. And the one that we just recently launched last month, it's called Forever Young. Okay. Now, man, I just tell you, all of my girlfriends are all knocking down my doors for this one because it focuses on anti-aging, cell rejuvenation, and it's making you defy age, really. So I know that's something that a lot of people, not just females, right? Men are really into their fitness and looking younger and defying age. I know you're about that as well. And another one that we have too, it's called Calm. A lot of people love using this one. It's got chamomile in it, and some people say chamomile. It's got chamomile in it, and really what it does is it relieves stress. So after that long day, hard day at work, anxiety, even people that suffer from anxiety, it's a fantastic one for that. And it just brings you down. And the right time to take that would be anytime you're experiencing anxiety, or even in the evening when you come home and you just want to, simmer down, you would take that. One of the other ones we have that's working super well, it's called Dreaming. Okay. So it really helps in a very restful night's sleep. A lot of people that I know who suffer with sleep apnea or have a lack of restful sleep or interrupted sleep, I should say, those folks really, really are telling me, hey, Alicia, this is allowing me to sleep. This is making my relationship better. My husband snores, he's a snorer and I can't get through the night. So I'm up at night, I'm an insomniac, I can't sleep, right? The Dreaming spray really works to help you get that nice restful sleep. Okay. But there's so many of them, the 7 sprays, they're non-GMO. They're all 100% organic. They're not tested on animals or anything like that. There's no fillers in them. And the lovely thing about them is that they work super well, right? The other one, yes, actually, I just looked at you and I'm like, you have those beautiful spectacles on and it's framing your face really nice. And I wish I could just send you the Vision spray that we have. That Vision spray is amazing for eye support. And with anybody that's suffering with any kind of eye issues, it really helps with that in supporting your vision, right? We're not saying it's going to cure you from ailments or anything like that, but we're definitely saying that the products work really well and they help with support in these 7 different areas. So I think I covered all the 7 sprays there in terms of what they do and how they can help you. And for anybody that's interested in getting them, we have an e-commerce website. It's NVISIONU, NVISIONU.com, and then / and my last name with the S at the end, Aming, AMINGS. And so if you wanted to get any of those sprays, you can go online and get them. You know, Carl, we just launched, we are in 50 different countries, but we just really launched our products in the UK and the UE. So it's like available in so many other countries now. And the whole of NVISIONU is super excited about this recent launch because now that we have products, you know, where we are, it's so easy to get them. Anybody in the US can get them. It's easy. But some of the other countries, we were just waiting and waiting and waiting, like Nigeria, right? Last month, we just launched in Nigeria when the co-founder went down to Nigeria. And really, so many people are just like wanting to get, you know, to be part of this opportunity, right? So it's not just the products that we have. We also have education as well.
Yeah. Alicia, if it's okay, I'd love to ask while we're focused on the product side. And yes, Forever Young is definitely something that I need. My barber told me that he found my first white hair last week and I freaked out.
Oh,
but that's okay. With age comes beauty. So
it does.
I'd love to really understand, because NVISIONU's health products are pretty focused on what I like to call as healthcare and not sick care.
Yes.
Which is awesome. Preventing these things from or diseases and not feeling optimum is definitely something that myself is passionate about. And I believe all of our listeners. If you're not, drop me a line so I can figure out how come and get you motivated to want to live this beautiful life longer. But
yeah,
for that, we have a lot of customers at Referrizer that own cryotherapy businesses and IV therapy businesses.
Yeah.
Obviously, when we focus on IV therapy, it's about getting the proper amount of vitamins in your system in a way that's not typical, like taking pills.
Yeah.
I think NVISIONU is very aligned in the fast absorption and the quality and of what you're actually taking. So how would you compare, outside of obviously the high costs associated with IV therapy of $100 to $400 a session, the pain points of getting stuck and everything with that, to your products?
Yeah, that's a really great question. And just to hit on the absorption, right? In 30 seconds, absorbing into your system. One of the areas that I really didn't mention, but it's really, really a great point to bring up, is the fact that with pills, it's only 15% effective. With gel capsules, 25% effective. And then you have patches and you have different things. But with the sublingual sprays, they're 93% effective. So really, that potency of that product, that supplement that inside that product is really highly effective. And in terms of pricing, you're looking at, we have a 3-pack of whatever you want, any of the 7 for 120 US for 3. And the product lasts a month to 40 days, depending on what you're using and how you're using it. The dreaming spray, you're going to use it before you go to bed, or if you're wanting to take a rest in the airport, right? Or on the plane or something like that, and you want to get a little snooze in. The price for the 3-pack, that's pretty damn good compared to some of the other methods that people are taking it that's super expensive.
Just to give the listeners an idea of what that means as far as uses go, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys recommend 8 sprays per use case, and each bottle has about 30 different uses out of it. So 240-ish sprays. So break down the numbers of how much does it really cost for it to be effective each time. You're talking about pennies in reality.
In reality, yes. I think I broke it down to like $1 a day. If you're looking at a little bit over $1 a day, I'm drinking coffee every day. And if I replace that, then it's really, really putting money back into my wallet. So we can look at it like that as well.
That's awesome. I'd love to hear, obviously, I know that there's a second arm to the business, which definitely is unique in the wellness space. So go ahead and tell us about it.
Yeah, we are health and we are wellness. We have an e-learning digital platform where education is such an important aspect of it has been for my life, and I know for a lot of people as well. And over the last couple of years, a lot of people have really kind of pivoted from school learning to online learning. And with NVISIONU, we totally recognize that. And that's why part of the business and one very, very important foundation is really our e-learning platform. We know that e-learning is it's just going to keep growing. And the projection is 325 billion in e-learning by 2025. So we know we're in the right space by providing wellness products and keeping people healthy, but also keeping people educated and knowledgeable. Because when you're able to constantly educate, you're able to elevate yourself in your workplace, or if you want to become a digital entrepreneur, there's that opportunity there with NVISIONU as well. We help you while you go through our education. We help in different ways where you can become a digital entrepreneur based on the courses that you take. And after the 12 months that you take the courses, you become certified. So there are areas like metaverse and NFTs. We just recently launched ChatGPT, which is going crazy right now. I just made a post on my LinkedIn, and there's over 3,000 impressions just from last night to now. And I haven't checked recently, but my inbox is just filling up with people. Hey, let me know when that course is fully launched. I want to take that. People can go on to the link, click, and just register for the course. I'm so excited about the growth that we have ahead of us. And I think it's the perfect marriage with health and wellness and our education, and letting people have that opportunity to just elevate their skill set, elevate their knowledge, and do something that they're passionate about. Right? I just know with the education system, the way it is, people really feel like they have to go to school, and after they finish that, they have to go to university, and they feel like there's this path that they're supposed to take. And with NVISIONU, it's really presenting many opportunities that you can get your education, you can get certification in a short space of time, and then you can really choose what it is you really love doing.
Love that. Empowering people. That's
absolutely
a beautiful thing to not only look and feel their best, but mentally feel fulfilled, which is incredible. Alicia, I'd love to ask the purpose of today's podcast, which is our local business hack. So obviously being in this space now for a long time, I can imagine have some stories that have taught you some lessons. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to share those.
In terms of like life hacks for me, when you brought it up, one time we were talking and I said, if you look at my profile, any of my social media profiles, it says success is a mindset, right? Yeah. And I have been with that statement for a very long time. I have it in my wallet. I have it on my wall. I have it everywhere that I can see it, because I have to remind myself that life is short. And when you do look at where you want to be in life and what you want to do in life, you got to start somewhere, and you got to have a really clear mindset, a mindset that pushes you forward, that elevates you, that allows you to know that whatever you want to do, it's limitless for you, right? There aren't any limitations on what you want to do. And in order to get to that mindset, you have to constantly be putting in healthy stuff. Right? It's like a bank. If you want your bank account to grow, you have to put the right things in it. So it's the same way with your mind. So I always go with that success as a mindset, and it's a healthy mindset too, right? Keeping healthy people around you, right? Making sure that the people that are around you are promoting you and elevating you and adding value. And so that's one of the life hacks for me that I've always been really keenly focused on.
And look at what it's done so far. So that's amazing. Alicia, I'd love to know, being an empowering woman in this space and the role that you're in, what are some of your pet peeves that drive success or that you try to avoid from interactions?
I love this question. And I think when I give the answer, some people are really going to say, wow, yes, they're really going to agree with me. One of my pet peeves is big pharma, especially in the last few years. I know that people have been through a specific journey, and a lot of people can relate to feeling like they want to make decisions on their own, what they want to put into their bodies and what they don't want to put into their bodies, and having that control and having that independence and having that own voice, right?
Yeah.
To be able to say, hey, I'm good with this or I'm not good with this. It is super empowering to be able to do that. But with that comes some responsibility. It also comes knowledge and being able to know, hey, I would love to put, supplement products into my body to make me healthy. There's so many things out there that are unknown. Even my daughter, she goes online and she researches, right? What are good home remedies for whatever the issue is? And it's a pattern of behavior that has to start from a young age, right? Of knowing what else is out there rather than taking prescription drugs. I much prefer to research something or to grow organic plants or to have those options available to me rather than putting stuff into my body and then, having that dependency on a prescription drug and then also having to deal with side effects. So for me, big pharma is a huge pet peeve. I stay away as much as I can from taking anything that I don't know what's in it and I don't know what it's going to do to me.
So we're getting you off coffee next. Just kidding.
Yes. The good thing is I started to take matcha before the NVISIONU products. I started to take matcha and I really loved it. And I just I didn't like the scent. Every time I put that cup to my nose, I didn't like the scent. And I kind of weaned off of it. And then here comes NVISIONU with all this good stuff, right? So I do like my coffee now and then, but it's not being dependent on it is a good thing.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so thankful for you coming on and talking to us about everything that you guys are up to. And it's really awesome seeing how progressive NVISIONU is in this space of trying to bring health and wellness to people that don't know how simple it can be, as brushing your teeth, just spraying something in your mouth once a day is awesome. Yeah. So I'm excited to continue to follow you and do this journey within yourself and Nigel and the rest of the team. And thanks again.
Thank you, Carl. Really appreciate it. And stay blessed. And we'll talk again soon. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. That's it for this week's episode. I hope you found it helpful. Be sure to head over to our site, local-business-hacks.com, to check out the show notes and send me questions or ideas for future episodes. If you want to grow your business, just like the people you've heard from here, follow Local Business Hacks Podcast and tune in for new tips, tricks, and tactics. Until next time, thanks for listening and keep hacking.